Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Asha Mack.
The skills matter.
On this channel, I make content about small business and entrepreneurship so you can monetize what you do. If that interests you, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know each and every time I upload a video. When you're thinking about starting a business, you don't always think about the other people that might be involved later. Maybe you might think forward to when you might have employees.
You are now one of my elite employees.
Or, I don't know, an accountant or something like that. But I've learned as time has gone on that one of the most important investments you can make in your business is taking on a partner. Some people can manage, huge corporations and only have a few board members. But for me, even on the smaller scale, it's really, really important to have a business partner. And what should you look for when you're seeking out a business partner? I have personally reached out, I guess I should say mentally reached out.
Hello? Can you hear me?
To a few people in my inner circle, kind of cosplaying them in my mind as a business partner. And as I was making different choices, maybe I would kind of bring it to them, maybe get their advice on it, not so much as a business partner, but as a friend, just to see what their responses would be, and quickly learn that just because somebody is your friend doesn't mean that they make a good business partner. Usually, from what I've asked of other people, it's almost the exact opposite, because most of the time, it's like they say you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. If you're choosing friends, they're usually going to be yes people to you, unless they feel like they have more knowledge than you, and then they're going to expect you to be a yes person to them. It's almost always going to result in a conflict of interest. It may hurt your friendship, anything like that. So I quickly learned that friends don't necessarily make good business partners. What I have learned is there are a few things that I do personally need. Your needs may be different, but just for the sake of giving you some example of, what to look for, this is what I decided to look for. The first thing was that I needed someone who had the same vision, but saw it through a different lens. So what do I mean by that? I had to find someone who had the same goals, like they wanted to start small and build a big business. They wanted to scale at a faster rate than someone else, but they wanted to do it, say, carefully. But their why and their methods of achieving this goal were different. So if you draw, if you ever, remember math class and you drew like a Venn diagram, if you can overlap both of your guys's skills we're not even to skills yet. If you can overlap your values just a little, like this, like you want your values to overlap, but you want to have something else to grow from and to grab from. If they can overlap and then also the goals overlap, then you found your perfect Venn diagram business partner. So that was the first thing, is that their values had to kind of mirror my own, but be a little bit more expansive on one side or the other, as my values need to overlap with theirs and expand on one side or the other. Another thing is that they have to have a healthy relationship with money. Now, if you find a business partner who's always wearing like the latest clothes, they have an expensive car, they're always getting their hair and nails done, and they haven't yet reached that success that allows them that type of lifestyle, you're already off the rip. No, they have a bad relationship with money, and your business isn't going to necessarily grow financially. Your business may grow, but I don't want a big business with bad finances. I want a big business with healthy finances. And with that said, you have to pick a partner who is willing to invest their money, not also their time, into the business. Every business needs seed money. And I mean, when you're starting something on your own and you're wanting to bootstrap it and do things on the cheap or the free, then that's one thing. But when you're trying to start a business with a business partner, they're more than likely, depending on the business that you're starting, but there aren't very many that you're going to be starting that have zero upfront costs. And if you're pulling all that weight, you better have some sort of a contract in place that allows you to get your money back, because these one-sided partnerships don't ever end well. And they don't go well. It doesn't work. It's not a partnership. You have taken on a liability in a business partner instead of them being an asset to your overall success. Another thing that I had to really focus on when I was taking on a business partner was, are we able to collaborate? If you guys can't have a serious discussion, or when you do have a serious discussion, it ends in an argument, or you're afraid to get to the point where you disagree so much so that you kind of cut it off, that's not a very good business partner. You have to be able to successfully disagree and come to a conclusion, because you, like I said before, you want someone who thinks their value system is a little bit different than you, so that you guys think a little bit differently. If you go into anything with tunnel vision, it's going to fail. At some point, it's going to fail. You're going to want somebody that's going to see things, like I said, through a different lens. So that's going to cause some conflict here and there. And you want somebody that you can do that in a healthy way with. Because, I mean, let's face it, people have business partners. They find business partners that they never knew from Adam. And they end up being the best of friends, because you build a very close, tight-knit bond with the person that you are basically holding responsible your financial success for you and your family in the future. So you have to choose somebody that you can collaborate with. Now, once I found this partner that had similar yet different value system, that had a healthy relationship with money, that had similar goals in mind, that wanted to grow at the same rate as I did, that also I could collaborate with, I had to figure out a way of sharing these thoughts and ideas that come in my mind consistently, and something that we could always look back on throughout our time. So it's a good idea what I did, and I'm sure there's some software out there that you can use, and one day when I figure that out, I will let you know. But I just created an email account that we both have access to. Instead of emailing back and forth to each other, we just email to the email, and then we always have a running tally of our ideas or anything that we've worked on. And within that email, you can break it up into folders. Eventually you can work on having a website and a back office and all of those things. But just starting out, because we were doing a lot of texting, and like I said, you become really good friends with this person. So we start texting all kind of random nonsense, and then everything gets buried. So have that one business email, and it will really help you to keep your focus and keep your ideas and kind of keep running down the list and making short-term goals and long-term goals, and really helping you guys to come together and build something beautiful. And that is my rant for the day. I really just wanted to share this with you because it's something that is helping me to find some success in this new step, this new journey in my life and my business, because for a long time I was bootstrapping it. I was really trying to scrape by. But now that I've learned how to do that, I want to grow into something that is sustainable for myself, my family, so that we can retire early and just let our money work for us and just enjoy our lives. So if that helped you out, please let me know in the comments section, and like and subscribe to this video. Until next time, be blessed.